Hello everyone, welcome to a very special episode of Junkyard Rescues. Today, we're working on a 1970 GTO mod for another channel. If you get a chance, you really need to check out the Holy Goat build on Pole Barn Garage. Now let's get started. I'll begin by drilling out the pegs so that I can separate the body from the frame, interior, and glass. Easy peasy. I'm a bit thick sometimes and forgot to record chopping the tail fin off. Just imagine that this is what happened. Beep. Now I'll grind down what remains so that it's smooth and in line with the deck lid. That's not exactly how Dalton did it though. Now, there's rust all over the car, but most of the damage isn't from weather. What isn't caused by gunfire, I'll chop out with a grinding head for a slightly more realistic look. I'll drag that same grinding head around the impacted areas of the car to help create the illusion of wrinkles in the metal. Then I'll switch out the grinding wheel for a grinding ball and bounce it around at random all over the body. This is so that once it's painted, it'll look like stressed and warped metal as opposed to a rusty orange paint job. Alrighty, I figure that's about enough damage for now. Let's get it off to the goo and let the stripper do its thing. Here I'm augering out the inboard headlights for black paint later. These function as the ram air scoops. A little more beating with the grinding ball, and then it'll go back into the goo. After it comes out of the goo, I'll clear off what I can by hand and use hot water to clear off the rest. Now I'll get it into some primer to help me spot the holes that I drill later. If there's no paint or primer on the car, the holes seem to blend in with one another. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Here's the most arthritic fun of the entire build: drilling holes. Lots of holes. This fast-forwarded section of video is 26 seconds long. If you do the math on that, that's 1 minute 44 seconds, and I didn't even get the hole drilled all the way through. I'm definitely going to need to find a better way. I broke out my old drill to help with the process, but if it doesn't do the job, I might have to hit up Johnny B and see if he's got something better. Well, that's certainly a bit easier, but I don't know if you can tell or not, this drill is about had it. 2 hours later. You can't see it in this shot, but I only drilled through my palms twice. That's a win. I'll have foggy paint on the smaller holes later. This interior is also used for the ragtop version of this car. The cover for the top has to go because the Holy Goat doesn't have a rear window. It'll stick out like a sore thumb. This is the best camera work I've ever done. You can reach out to me in the comments later and tell me about how good it is. It's about here that I realized that it might be time for some new shop tools. As soon as we start making some money doing this, I might go get some. The only glass that the Holy Goat has is the windshield. The rest of it can go. Since everything's prepped now, I'll do a test fitting just to be safe. Do you remember all that horrible drilling that I had to do earlier? Well, I wasn't exactly happy with the results of the Holy Goat, so Johnny fixed the problem. I'm going to drill quite a few more holes, but I won't make you suffer through that. I think that might be enough. Maybe. Now I'll hit it with my patented every other rattle can in my collection paint job. Well, I think that's good enough for a base coat for Foggy to start tinkering with it. Before I do anything else, though, I think I'm going to start cleaning up my workbench. This project has gotten a little out of hand. That's better. Dalton put the Holy Goat on Kragers, so that's what I'm doing right now, printing Kragers. Once I've got them printed, I'll send them over to the paint booth for a nice chrome finish. Then I'll get them off the skirt and mount them to some rubber. I think that looks pretty good. Let's pass it off to Foggy so she can take care of the smaller details. That lady does some fine work. I'm glad that we hired her. Well, I'm tired of listening to my own voice in the edit, so how about some glamour shots?